At the start of the movie, we learn about a special technology. It's a process where, after a person passes away, a special liquid is extracted from their body. This liquid is said to contain the essence of the person, almost like their soul. Using this liquid, scientists create a cyborg that looks just like the deceased person. This cyborg is part robot and part human. What's remarkable is that it also contains all the memories of the person from when they were alive. This technology has the potential to bring back the dead, but it's incredibly expensive. Only wealthy individuals can afford it, allowing them to bring their loved ones back to life. Meanwhile, those who are less fortunate can only dream about this technology and hold on to the memories of their departed loved ones. Afterwards, the story takes us to a unique planet governed by an incredibly wealthy man. On this planet, their method of punishment for criminals was quite unusual. Wrongdoers were confined inside special boxes and then cast into a pool of lava. This pool was inhabited by a massive creature that would emerge and swallow the box, effectively ending the criminal's life. In one instance, a man named Kip faced this punishment because he had stolen the planet's largest company from his workplace. As Kip's box was about to be tossed into the lava, the enormous lava creature emerged, ready to devour him. However, just in the nick of time, Kip's daughter arrived in a spaceship. She used a beam of light to connect the box containing Kip to the spaceship and swiftly lifted him out of harm's way before making a hasty escape. This unexpected rescue left the creature with its mouth wide open as Kip managed to survive the gruesome fate that awaited him in the lava. As Kip and her daughter sped away in their spaceship, the owner of the stolen company video called them. In a threatening tone, he warned Kip that although he was safe for now, his time would come to face the consequences of his actions. Kip, however, remained undeterred by the threats and continued on their path. But the owner of the company was cunning. She quickly contacted her colleagues and, using a gun-like device, attached a tracking device to Kip's spaceship. This device would continuously transmit their location and trajectory, allowing her to keep tabs on their movements. In response to this development, the owner of the company dispatched her son and a group of colleagues to pursue Kip's spaceship. Meanwhile, in a space station high above, a woman named Sarah lived a solitary and content life. She had a mission that required her isolation in this station. However, as she observed a spaceship approaching from the distance, and she swiftly concealed herself. Inside the approaching spaceship, there was a tough-looking individual accompanied by 3 companions. They were on a mission to locate Sarah, as she was the only one who had knowledge of a legendary spacecraft known as the Deep Star. Rumor had it that the Deep Star had landed on another planet and was said to be harboring a vast treasure, which had piqued the interest of many people over time. Previous attempts to find the Deep Star had proved futile, and Sarah was their last hope. As the goon and his companions prepared to land on Sarah's space station, they suddenly spotted a small spaceship passing nearby. They surmised that Sarah might have fled in that small vessel, so they decided to abandon their plan of landing and instead began tailing the smaller spaceship. Little did they know that Kip and his daughter were on board, heading towards an uncertain destiny with their own mission. Through their conversation, we learned that Kip's wife had tragically passed away in a spaceship accident, during which her vessel was destroyed. However, Kip managed to preserve her soul in liquid form, hoping to someday bring her back to life. This ambitious endeavor required a substantial amount of money, which Kip didn't possess. His decision to steal from his own company stemmed from frustration over not being adequately compensated for his extra work. Yet, even after the theft, he still didn't have enough funds to revive his wife. As a result, both Kip's son and daughter were on a quest to find the necessary money. As the goon and his companions approached the small spaceship, they discovered 3 aliens emerging from it. However, upon realizing that Sarah was not present, the aliens became incensed by their intrusion. In response, the aliens launched an attack against the intruders. These individuals proved to be quite formidable, and they responded to the alien threat with a swift counterattack. One of the goon's companions delivered kicks to the aliens' faces and legs, while the other companion focused on striking their legs and tossing them aside. Together, they successfully defeated all the aliens. After their victory, they conversed among themselves and decided that it was possible Sarah was still on her space station. Determined to find her, they left in that direction. Meanwhile, Kip and his daughter continued their journey, and when they reached Sarah's seemingly deserted space station, they decided to explore it further. Additionally, they had encountered a minor malfunction with their spaceship, necessitating some supplies for repairs. Consequently, Kip's daughter began searching for the needed items, and as she opened a cupboard, she unexpectedly discovered Sarah hiding inside. Sarah, fearful for her life, confided in Kip's daughter about the danger posed by the goons and their companions, explaining that they were intent on harming her. In response, Kip's daughter agreed to help and quickly brought Sarah aboard their spaceship. Together, they continued their journey away from the space station. However, as they departed, the goon and his companions arrived at the space station. They sent one of their companions inside to investigate, but to their horror, he discovered a bomb that was set to explode. With no time to escape, the bomb detonated, causing a massive explosion that obliterated the space station and tragically claimed the life of the goon's companion. This shocking turn of events left them stunned and bewildered, realizing that Sarah had cleverly set the trap to thwart their pursuit. Sarah then disclosed the truth to Kip and his daughter, explaining why the goons and their companions were pursuing her. It became clear that they sought access to the Deep Star through her. Sarah revealed that the only way to reach the Deep Star was through a light device located on another planet. This device would guide them to the Deep Star's location, presenting them with the opportunity to uncover the treasure hidden within. Kip expressed his concerns about the dangerous nature of the planet Sarah mentioned, warning of the perilous creatures and monsters that inhabited it. He was initially hesitant to venture there. However, his daughter managed to convince him, reminding him of their shared goal to revive Kip's wife and the potential for unlocking the treasure hidden within the Deep Star. With their determination renewed, they decided to set course for the hazardous planet. As they prepared to depart, the son of the company owner and his companions, who were in their own spaceships, appeared, intent on capturing them. Kip swiftly piloted their spaceship, with the pursuers giving chase. Unfortunately, a collision with a mountain resulted in the destruction of one of the pursuers' ships, causing the son of the company owner to lose his life. This tragedy weighed heavily on Kip, as he never intended to harm anyone. The owner of the company grew even more furious at this turn of events, prompting Kip to make a quick escape. Eventually, they reached the planet Sarah had mentioned. However, they faced a dilemma. They couldn't safely land their spaceship on the planet without risking an encounter with a dangerous creature that could potentially destroy their vessel, leaving them stranded and vulnerable. As Kip's daughter decided to proceed alone on a smaller spaceship, she landed on the planet. Upon disembarking, she was greeted by the sight of two creatures, one emerging from behind a mountain and another rising from the ground. Remaining as still as possible, she managed to avoid their notice and quietly moved away from their vicinity. After a brief search, she located the small-sized light device she had been searching for. Picking it up, she made her way back to her small spaceship and prepared to return. However, just before she could board her spaceship, the goon arrived in his own spaceship, having tracked Kip's location and discovered Sarah's presence. The goon began filming Kip's daughter and used his spaceship to connect to her smaller vessel, pulling her inside. He then initiated a video call with Kip, issuing a menacing ultimatum. He demanded that Kip surrender both Sarah and their spaceship because his own spaceship was facing critical issues. The goon threatened that if Kip did not comply, he would harm Kip's daughter. Faced with the terrifying threat to his daughter's life, Kip reluctantly complied with the goon's demands. He boarded the spaceship with Sarah, hoping to negotiate for his daughter's safety. However, the goon abruptly changed his terms, stating that he would take Sarah and their spaceship, but not return Kip's daughter. This provoked Kip's anger, leading to a physical altercation with the goon. In the midst of the scuffle, the goon's partner intervened and fatally injured Kip, rendering him unconscious. Unbeknownst to them, Kip's daughter had managed to enter their spaceship during the commotion. The goon, recognizing that the light device he sought was in possession of Kip's daughter, opted to leave Sarah behind and departed with the device. Kip, regaining consciousness, joined forces with Sarah to begin repairing the goon's spaceship. The goon had informed them that his spaceship was damaged, which was why he had taken their spaceship. After successfully repairing the goon's spaceship, Kip and Sarah managed to restore it to its former functionality. With their ship now operational, Kip used its tracking system to locate their original spaceship, which had been taken by the goon. They set a course to retrieve it. Meanwhile, the goon and his partner arrived on the planet where the deep star was said to be located. Kip's daughter, seizing an opportunity to escape, tried to run away. However, the goon's partner intercepted her. In the ensuing struggle, she grabbed his neck and delivered a punch, then struck the spaceship's system, disabling it. This allowed her to break free and flee to her small spaceship. As she attempted to leave, the goon's other partner confronted her, resulting in a fight. Amid the scuffle, she struggled to control the small spaceship's system. Eventually, her ship landed on the deep star planet with a hard impact. Simultaneously, the goon's spaceship also lost control and crash-landed on the planet, narrowly avoiding destruction. Kip's daughter bravely continued her journey, eventually finding the deep star. However, as she entered the ship, its defense system activated, and it launched an attack on her, firing a barrage of shots. In the midst of this confrontation, the goon's partner, who had also regained consciousness, arrived at the scene. This distraction caused the defense machine to shift its focus towards the new threat. Seeing an opportunity, Kip's daughter seized control of the situation and successfully disabled the defense machine, causing it to explode. After the destruction of the defense machine, two individuals appeared. They assured Kip's daughter that they had not come to harm her and explained that the deep star belonged to them. They invited her to join them inside the ship, a proposition to which both Kip's daughter and the goon's partner agreed. However, once inside, they were shocked to discover that the goon had arrived ahead of them. He ambushed Kip's daughter, firing a shot and capturing her, leaving them in a precarious and perilous situation. A horrifying turn of events unfolded as the goon threatened the people inside the deep star, demanding the hidden treasure they possessed. Following the goon's instructions, they led everyone to a cave where they claimed the treasure was located. However, as they entered the cave, a terrifying creature launched a sudden attack on the goon's partner, pulling her away and seemingly killing her. To everyone's astonishment, the goon's partner returned to life after a brief period, but it was clear that she was now under the complete control of the creature. It was revealed that when the creature killed someone, that person would become its slave and be granted immortality. This immortality came at a price, as the slave would forever remain at the age they were when the creature killed them. The creature had already enslaved the people of the deep star when their spaceship had landed on the planet, and they had been under its control since that moment. Its modus operandi involved bringing people to the cave, where the creature would attack and subsequently enslave them. In a desperate attempt to escape the clutches of the creature, the people of the deep star attempted to subdue the creature's daughter and the goon's partner, hoping to make them slaves as well. However, the two managed to evade capture and fled from the cave. The terrifying creature pursued them with its menacing appearance. As the creature chased them, they made it out of the cave into the light, and the creature was unable to follow them too far. It stood at the cave's entrance, unable to pass into the light, allowing them a momentary reprieve. The goon's partner, seizing an opportunity, noticed the vial of soul liquid near the creature's daughter. In a bold move, they snatched the vial and hurled it into the creature's open mouth. The creature swallowed the vial. After the goon's partner threw the vial of soul liquid into the creature's mouth, a startling confrontation occurred. The goon's partner, angered by the goon's disdain for cyborgs and his hatred of reviving the dead with technology, engaged in a fierce battle with him. She subjected him to a severe beating. However, it was revealed that she herself was a cyborg. She eventually lifted the goon and flung him in front of the creature, which promptly ensnared him with its multiple legs and swallowed him. The goon, somehow managing to survive, in a shocking revelation, he disclosed that the rumors about treasure within the deep star were false. Instead, he exposed the horrifying truth. There was no treasure, but rather a deadly creature lurking in the cave, which killed people and enslaved them. This revelation left Kip in a state of profound shock and disbelief. Amid the chaotic confrontation, the goon attempted to use his light gun to shoot Kip, but Kip managed to push him, causing the gun to fall from his grasp. A fierce battle ensued between Kip and the goon, ultimately resulting in Kip overcoming his adversary and killing him. He then made his escape, retrieving the fallen light gun. As the confrontation reached its climax, the owner of the Bahubi company arrived in his small spaceship, trailing behind Kip's spaceship. Kip, using his wits, skillfully maneuvered his spaceship to obstruct the goon's path, causing a collision that destroyed the owner's small spacecraft and resulted in his demise. Kip's own spaceship remained intact. In the midst of this dramatic turn of events, Kip's daughter rejoined him on their spaceship, and they shared a heartfelt reunion filled with both relief and joy. However, she expressed her sadness at having lost her mother's soul liquid, believing she could never bring her back to life. To their astonishment, Kip's wife suddenly appeared before them, defying all expectations. Their family was once again reunited, bringing an unexpected twist to their tumultuous journey. The revelation that Kip's wife's soul had entered the creature's mouth left both Kip and his daughter overwhelmed with sadness and emotion. They understood that this reunion was only temporary, as once the creature consumed the entire soul liquid, she would become its eternal slave. They cherished this final opportunity to say goodbye. Kip's wife then disappeared, leaving them with a bittersweet sense of closure. Shortly afterward, Sarah arrived at the scene, having regained her life. She decided to stay with Kip and his daughter, forming a new family, where Kip's daughter would have a mother figure and Sarah would have a daughter. Their union brought them great happiness, and they embraced the chance to begin a new chapter in their lives together. With this heartwarming resolution, the story of the film came to a close. Thanks for watching, guys.